Hello everyone, my name is Hamid Noor.
And I'm Akas Mir.
We are the project leaders for the Youth Apprentice Project 2022 in partnership with Equality Action Loughborough and the Rank Foundation.
The project aim is to empower and engage young people in meaningful activities such as fundraising events, workshops, and even residential and educational trips in a fun environment.
The project we ran over 6 weeks exploring different ideas such as entrepreneurship, local charities and local history as well, project planning, project delivery, social media and marketing.
We hope you enjoyed this journey.
On the first week of the project, two guests came in, Fernandez, and they were talking about their journey of building up their business to how big it is now. They were basically just saying how hard it is to come from the bottom and build your way up to get a successful business. They also mentioned how rewarding the journey is, even though it was so hard. What I learned from that is nothing good comes easy in life. The way they talked about it, they were so passionate, and the way they talked about it was so fluent. I really admired their confidence when they spoke. If I was given a chance to open a business one day, I'd probably take it.
This year's residential, which was part of the youth project, was On to Remember, mainly focused on building brotherhood, team building and spirituality. In this residential, which lasted 3 days, we did many things like a football tournament, archery, and this boat trip in the beach. But the thing that stood out to me the most was probably the campfire, because we got to support each other by talking about our life problems and supporting each other and building our brotherhood by going around the circle. Even though we had to get up at 6 AM to travel by minibus to get to Scotland, it was overall a really pleasant trip because we got to spend the rest of the day there. I hope in the future there is more residentials because it was really fun, and if not me, other younger people were able to experience it because it was really fun.
In week 2, we started off by learning about the history of Loughborough and how this is the oldest part of Loughborough. And then we moved on to Henry Fioran, the first person to bring water into the town for the poor. In this 21st century, we take for granted how important fresh water is, fresh drinking water. It's a very big blessing to bring water to the town and to poor people. Then we went to the church nearby. It was a great experience. The local rector took us around to show how different parts of the church were built in different eras of history. As a Muslim, it was the first time me going to the church. It was a great experience to see how other religions practice. Then the rector pointed out where the rectory is. Then we went round, saw the history of how past rectors has lived in that place. Then we went downstairs where the food bank actually runs to just see how Aid Infinity runs, helping give food to the less fortunate. We were also told that we will build projects to raise money for that food bank, for Aid Infinity and food banks across Loughborough. I think as a whole group we're looking forward to raise money and also have some fun on the side of that.
In week 3, we went through 2 things overall, project planning and fundraising. With project planning, we talked about its importance. A quote that we got from the overall thing: plans are useless, but planning is essential. So basically it's saying how you should try to plan, because it's really important to plan when creating a project or when you want to achieve something, because you want to know the steps that you want to do to achieve this goal. We're planning a project for the local charity Aid Infinity. The aim is to raise money for a food bank, which we're going to collect food, we're going to buy the food, and then we're going to pack it into bags, and then we're going to deliver it ourselves to people who are less fortunate than ourselves. Some examples of ideas that we had for this fundraiser are a car wash or a charity meal. These were the main 2 ideas that our project leaders, Hamid and Akas, had. I'm looking forward to getting involved in this community because personally I've not really done much of work like this, and it's really nice to finally get involved in something like this.
The planning process in week 4 We split into two groups, one group for the charity car wash and the other for the charity dinner. My group were doing the car wash and Mohammed's group were doing the dinner.
Making these posters, we learned lots of new skills, trying to get some fonts to catch the eye, different background photos, experimented with that. Lots of different inputs from everyone. We all enjoyed it, we had great fun.
It was my first time using Canva, so it was more trial and error. So I had my first draft and it wasn't that great. So I made a new one and that was a lot better. From learning these skills, I would use it outside of this project. It could help me a lot in my future. You never know, I can start a business in the future.
At the end, we compared the two different posters. Both posters, we showed what we appreciate about them, what was good. We also added at the end as well, improved on the posters. This Saturday, we'll learn how to promote the posters to maximise the funds for the food banks.
So in week 4 of this 6-week project, we are looking at how to market. So on Wednesday, we made posters for the car wash idea and the charity dinner. And today, Harvey, social media specialist, came in and taught us how to market and how to sell our idea. Essentially, we looked at 3 key ideas: the why, how, and what. Usually when you're marketing, you start like what you're doing, how you're doing it, and very few people look at why you're doing it, but really what you should be looking at essentially is the why. So for us, we're looking to raise money for a food bank. At the start of the session, we did a quick icebreaker activity in which we had a row of 5 people looking in one direction. The person at the back had to act out an action to the person in front of him, and the person in front of him had to do that again and again and again to the first person. And the first person had to say what that action, they thought that action was. The basis of this activity was basically to show that communication is very important when trying to market and doing other things, because communication is key to everything really. Then we had 30 seconds to think of as many social medias that we could think of. What we found out from like the quick activity was that not many people thought of things like YouTube and others as social media. They mostly focused on things like Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, and those kind of things. And we looked at how there are different ways and content that you can use in social media. Finally, we split into like 2 groups. My group was the car wash idea and the other group was the charity dinner. And we basically made a post for social media. I think it's going to go on Facebook and Instagram. Our group planned and developed a video to promote the car wash event to more people so that we can fundraise and raise more money.
Let's play a guessing game. What am I? In the last year, I have been used by 2.1 million people in the UK. 1 in 10 parents rely on me regularly. We are the last resort for some people. I am a form of charity. Can you guess what I am? Ready? That's right, I'm a food bank. Did you know that 23% of food bank users are homeless? And 22% are single parents. Food banks rely on local communities. That's why we're holding a charity hand car wash here in Loughborough, Sunday 14th August, where all proceeds will go to aid Infinity's local food bank.
On the day of the car wash, we start off by clearing the leaves to make space for the cars and stuff. And then after, we got the jet wash ready to rinse all the cars, to get any like dirt that's already on there. And then we start scrubbing, get all the stains that are like hard to get out. We dry them after. So it's a 3-step process. Our goal is to hit £200 by 5 o'clock. It's 11:30 now, we start at 10. We've already washed 5 cars. Inshallah, we hit our target by 5 o'clock. We came up with an idea to make a poster and leave it outside next to where the car wash is so people driving back can see. So hopefully we can get more customers using that. We all woke up this morning, even though we could have slept in since it's our summer holidays, but we had the motivation to come and help out the local community by doing a charity car wash, plus it's a bit of fun.
Alhamdulillah, we've reached the target only half the day. The rest yet to come. Some friendly faces, some recognisable, but we still have a lot more to do. As you can see, hard work in the background, and the weather's looking nice. Yeah, so just a good day to have a car wash.
Today, as a part of the 6-week project, we came to Fernandez to have a charity dinner. We're eating chicken, rice, chips and burger. The food was really nice. It was nice to come here and enjoy a meal and raise money for charity. I'm looking forward to get involved in future projects that involves the community.
Welcome back, guys, to week 6. This week we're getting the young people to do the shopping at the local supermarket, getting it over here at Freeland Hall, where we're set up for the food bank, waiting for the users to come in and help themselves.
Every week, Aid Infinity holds a food bank at Freeland Hall from 12 PM to 1 PM. On average, 20 people come every week. They take food that everyone should have, like cereals, tin foods, bread, eggs and milk. Thankfully, with the help of Aid Infinity, they'll be giving support every week without failure.
The food bank has been so useful. It is brilliant to have that safety net, especially now with the rising prices, fuel, food, everything really. A lot of people, and especially as myself, can't afford everything. We can't do it all.
Today we used the money we raised from the car wash to buy food at Aldi for the Falcon Centre, which provides shelter for the homeless. We brought lots of essentials that last long, like long life milk, bread, eggs, and we also got lots of tin food, beans, tuna, all that stuff. After we got the food from Aldi, we went down to the Falcon Centre to give the food to the staff to provide for the young homeless people specifically. This is the last event before the ceremony. Next Saturday we have the ceremony from this project we've been doing for the past 6 weeks. It's been a good project, nice to work with a charity. I've never done it before.
So yeah, that concludes the Apprentice Project 2022. It has been an interesting journey to say the least. I just want to thank Equality Action and the Rank Foundation for giving us this opportunity. It has been a massive task for us and the young people, but I can honestly say the young people, they responded very well to it. They took on tasks very well, they responded very well. They even had the task on going on camera, which is very difficult for anyone at any age. They raised money, they got stuck in, and we couldn't ask for more, so I'm really proud of them. Hopefully, somewhere down the line, if we can do some more project with the young people from our community, I think it's very much needed, especially in the times that we're in now, to provide opportunities to engage young people in different forums, different formats. It's a very much needed activity, and like I said, thank you very much to the Rank Foundation and Equality Action for providing this opportunity.